This is one of the biggest group of superfans we've ever had.
I read the blogs, I listen to the podcasts, I read everything I can, but I also just know this game inside and out.
My main motivation is to actually endure what everyone has done. I want to see as a superfan if I could actually do it.
And that was by design, because we're doing a theme that requires you to really understand Survivor. Ghost Island is the graveyard for bad Survivor decisions.
I want to give individual immunity to Natalie.
This game is steeped in decisions, and all it takes is one bad decision, and your game's gone.
This is not a hidden immunity item.
All of the bad Survivor decisions have been living on Ghost Island, and they're haunted. So when somebody finds an advantage, they will open it up, and it will be a relic, a real advantage from a past season that was misplayed. And the question they're going to encounter is, can they reverse the curse? And we have a lot of really likable people. And the other thing that really struck me is how many people are having a major life change.
I am the girl that's hungry. I've survived my whole life. I've been homeless. I've lived out of my car, had nothing to eat, and I'm here at 21 and I'm ready to go.
I was a business owner for about 13 years. It was great the whole time, but after a while I just felt like it was time to move on. And I had always wanted to become a teacher, but the time wasn't right when I was younger.
I almost feel like I've just been born again.
I think you're going to see this season a lot of people saying things like, I'm not sure who I am. I'm not sure where I'm going. I'm not sure what the next part of my life's going to be about. I'm changing.
I definitely have grown up always doubting myself, and so I think coming out here and facing my fears and taking it one step at a time and proving to myself that I can set these goals and reach them, that's why I'm here. I think I'm going to learn a lot about myself through this journey.
Looking at my path that I've taken, I've confined myself into this pretty small bubble. You know, like school and college, got a professional job in New York City, and coming out here on Survivor will give me the chance to meet 19 other people that are super interesting, super unique. They have their own life stories.
I got married, got divorced 6 months later, was trying to finish up grad school, you know, bumming off of my friend's futon because I didn't have a place to live.
I've been an EMT and a medical assistant, but then on the other side of things, I'm also a professional dancer, and I have been for the last 6 years. I think that this game really pushes you to your very lowest, and you have to find a way to dig deep. You know, I think it'll be fun to see that evolution in myself and just kind of grow as a person.
This is something that I've always dreamt of, and I finally am actually out here in the sand, you know? Now, to really accomplish this goal is to make it to the last day.
They're actually really compelling, interesting, three-dimensional people who have stories that they're trying to figure out here in the jungle.
I came from a very strict, very traditional Latino Spanish family. I moved to the United States when I was 13. Could not speak English at all. Was bullied really bad for that. I grew up kind of having to grow very thick skin.
My story is pretty much born and raised in Eastern Kentucky. Came out at the age of 13 in a very, very conservative place. I've had to live through some rough times growing up, being out at such a young age, but it's made me a better person, and I'm thankful that I done it the way I did.
I stick out like a sore thumb. On top of the fact that I'm not a very athletic person in general, I'm not the prettiest guy here either. Right off the bat, first impressions, I gotta make sure that people like me for my personality and that people feel good around me.
I'm 25, I'm a law student. Being a super fan. I mean, I've watched the show since I was 9, and so it's just to experience all of it. I haven't been sleeping at night, I'm just like, I'm ready to go.
I'm from a small town in Texas. I have a huge faith in God, and that's gonna be my strength. I'm a hardworking girl who's not afraid to get her hands dirty.
I think I'm a triple threat for the game. I graduated from Yale, so I think I'll be the smartest person out here. I was a Division I athlete in school, so I think I'll be great in the challenges, and I'm a super fan, so I feel like I'll know the game better than anyone out here.
I'm just loud, and I'm energetic, and I'm happy, and I laugh a lot, and I'm just positive. Wait till you see what I'm dressed in. It is so cute and bright. It's like nothing that anybody has ever worn before.
Ultimately, I'm a family man first. My wife and children are my life. I work construction in Brooklyn. I'm a supervisor. I run a crew of about 12 to 15 guys.
I am so made for Survivor. This is like putting my life into a TV show, you know? I'm very young. This is that stepping stone in life to just grow up in the right way.
I think modeling's pretty efficient. environment. You can get paid quite a lot to do very little. I decided to give it a run after I found out about this contest. 6 months later, I'm doing a Versace campaign with Gigi Hadid, Carly Kloss, Bruce Weber, Donatella, Versace. I mean, it was insane.
My biggest motivation to be here is to be the youngest winner ever. I mean, I want to be the 18-year-old sole survivor, and I don't really think there's any better title than that. I don't have all the life experiences that some of the other players do, but my positive attitude will keep me going.
I am currently a killer whale and pilot whale trainer. I saw killer whales for the first time when I was 4 years old. I was like, that is exactly what I want to do. I'm always in front of like huge crowds where I have to be like very loud for everyone to hear me, but everyone's like inside voice. People are always shooting me.
I just recently retired from the military. I deployed once to Iraq and once to Afghanistan. I've done amazing things like jump from helicopters and airplanes to drown-proofing in the water.
So I'm really curious to see what happens in the midst of a really devilish, difficult game of trust. What's going to happen to some of these people who are out here literally not sure who they want to be. The dynamics of this game are so ever-changing that you're locked in on day 3 and you're in trouble the morning of day 4.